Right, you ready? This is a big video, huge video. Video number 1. Got my notes. I think I'm ready. Let's go. Our topic today is resistance training. So today we're going to go through a couple of slides. We're going to go over what is resistance training, some examples of resistance training, what and how much resistance training you should do, and the benefits of resistance training. So if you find value in this video, please give this a thumbs up. Let's get straight into it. So first of all, we're going to cover what exactly is resistance training. So simply put, resistance training is a form of physical activity that is designed to improve muscular fitness. So basically, it is any exercise or movement that causes your muscles to contract against an external resistance. So, and you know, this resistance training can be used with any weight. Okay, so we're just using a weight or any resistance to make your muscles contract. So some examples of resistance training. We have free weights. So guys that are already in the gym know about dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells. These are basically weights that you have to use on their own. So there's nothing to chat. They are literally free. So you have to use your balance and coordination to use these. We have resistance machines. So these are usually machines with seats and handles and easily adjustable weights. So when you go into a gym, you may see things like a seated chest press or a leg press. These things are normally good for people just beginning in gyms, just getting used to normal movement patterns. Other types of resistance training, we have other equipment like medicine balls, which are like heavy balls, slam balls as well. You might have seen Vipers, which are like sort of like tube-like barbells, and battle ropes, that kind of thing. There's also resistance bands, which you may have heard of, using a lot of these during lockdown. This basically creates resistance when stretched. So it's basically like a big elastic band, and obviously when you're stretching the band, it's going to create a resistance there. And at the start, people can use resistance through body weight. So just normal body weight squats, push-ups, pull-ups, that type of thing. So you don't actually always need a weight of such, but you can use your own body as that resistance. So what and how much should you do? We're going to touch on what resistance training you should do and how much resistance training you should do. So I've come up with 2 categories here. A is obviously new to the gym, and then we got B, which is the experienced on the right hand side. So we'll start with the new to the gym. I'd probably recommend, simple exercises. And what I basically mean by this is things like machines, maybe having a trainer just to go through technique in terms of just, posture and things like that. But normally machines are easy to use, body weight exercises, that type of thing. When you're new to the gym, I think just keep the reps and sets simple. So just go for something like 10 reps and 3 sets. Nice and simple. If you did want to go for, say, 12 or 15, that's absolutely fine. But just keep it on the same numbers through every exercise, and it just keeps it nice and simple for you. I would also start with some full body sessions. And what would basically mean with this is that we want to start to equal out the volume throughout the body. And what I mean by that is we want to do the same amount of exercises for the upper body and the same for the lower body. And we want to hit them in the same session, especially at the start when you start to train. And to do with how many times per week, I would normally say 2 to 3. So 2 to 3 full body sessions a week. And that should be enough at the start. If you are new to the gym, you should notice maybe a little bit of soreness through the workouts. If it's not too much volume, that it's really going to, put you off and be out, for weeks due to soreness and things like that. So, at the start, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to push yourself too much, that you hate it and you don't go back. So, but if you're experienced in the gym, and what I mean by this is sort of, intermediate to experienced, you can then begin to go to more advanced exercises. And what I mean by this is more like sort of compound lifts, so more like barbell squats, deadlifts, that type of thing. And maybe movements that require a bit more core strength and balance, a bit like, lunges or split lunges, more harder exercise that require more muscles. Also, you can begin to mix your rep and set ranges. And what I mean by this is that we can go for more lower reps, so go for maybe some strength training, or higher reps, maybe 20 to 30 reps on some exercises. And again, when you're more advanced, you've been to the gym for say 6+ months, I would say then we can begin to increase your volume, your overall session volume. And then specific body parts. So you might, especially guys that, on a Monday, they will hit just chest, so that's just a single body part, and then Tuesday they'll hit back. It is more of like an advanced body split type of thing. If you were to hit maybe 4 or 5 exercises on one body part at the start, if you're new to the gym, that really could, that's going to get your muscles sore, and you're going to probably not be able to train for at least a week, maybe a couple of weeks, because the amount of volume, your body's not used to it. So again, it's just starting off slow, full body sessions, and eventually you can go on to maybe like a push-pull legs to start off with, which is what I mainly do, and then you can go on to individual body parts like a chest, a back, a leg stay, and more or less just targeting a body part. And obviously, experience in the gym, you can increase your days to maybe 4 to 6 days. I wouldn't advise training every single day. If you want to, you can. If your sessions are quite low in volume and you're not training that hard, then yeah, you can train every day. But I'd always advise a rest day of some kind. So, and let's touch into the benefits of resistance training. So we're going to start off here with muscle definition. This one is quite important because people think, especially when it comes to ladies training, they first of all believe that, oh no, if I start lifting weights, I'm going to become, really muscly and stuff like that. That does not happen. You will need to be, one, training for years and years and years and years for that to happen. And two, you would need to be eating a lot of food for that to also be happening. So that's your least of your worries when you're starting out. Resistance training, obviously better muscle definition, you're going to be toned up, that's what you're looking for, and you're just looking for a good body shape. That's why we do resistance training, to have a good shape, especially when we can begin to lose some fat after resistance training, then we can see our defined muscles and shape. We can also improve your strength by doing resistance training. Legs, you can improve your strength in your legs, upper body, your core strength, which helps with posture, which we're going to touch on in a second. So improving overall general strength just for everyday activities is important, I believe. Improving your posture, which is quite a big one, I believe in. This can be anything from improving certain muscles, so you can be, say, more upright, so you can keep your chest up, maybe having your shoulders back a bit more. If you say work on a desk all the time, maybe your shoulders are a bit more rounded, so we need to get those back. Maybe like lower back and pelvis, that type of thing. But posture is like a huge one. That is a benefit to resistance training. So next one is improves your mental health, and this is absolutely huge. I've trained for probably, definitely over 10 years, maybe 12 years now. And resistance training does release a lot of stress and a lot of, hidden anger. If you're quite an angry person, you hold a lot of anger, resistance training can be the best thing for you, especially for a guy, I would say. If you're holding a lot in, and the same for women as well, if you do hold a lot of stress in and you're not a person that can talk and release it, and you think, oh, how else can I release this stress? Resistance training is probably the best thing. And and again, it's just being in the gym. It's it's a social environment that can also help the your mental health state. Just talking to other people, socializing, that type of thing. So it's not just obviously resistance training. Like even cardio can release some stress for people, but resistance training, especially for guys, it really does get rid of that anger. So if you are a type of angry person, which I've had many clients that are, resistance training's really got a release of that, which is good for them. Improves confidence. Now this is a huge one. Obviously, the more resistance training you do, the more you're going to feel better. It's like anything really. The more exercise you do, the more you're going to feel better. And obviously, going back to muscle definition and toning up, the better you look, the more confident you're going to be. And and say for guys, if you put on a little bit of muscle and things like that, and you become a little bit bigger, it's going to improve your confidence a bit. So it's a massive one. And the last one is burn more calories at rest. The more resistance training you do, the more calories you burn. Okay, so especially after you just imagine doing a leg session. Once the weights and you've completed your session, your body is then going to be burning more calories throughout the day, just because the muscle is being used and for the recovery from the muscle. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you can eat, which is it's a benefit. If you love your food, then weight training is the best thing for you. So, but that's the benefits there. Thank you very much for watching. If you found value in the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Sorry. Let me know your thoughts on the topics as well. There's only a few today, but let me know what you think. I'll be reading the comments below, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Usernames are all there, and you can email us any questions as well. Thank you very much, and I will see you all soon. Take care.